All right, we're going to show you here how to get this drawing ready for printing so that you can print these off and take your plans throughout the shop and print. If we try to print directly from Sketchup, it usually doesn't work so well with getting our image centered on our project. So what we want to do instead is we want to come in here and make this as full screen as possible. So we can take the zoom window button here, or if this is the only thing you have drawn, you can zoom extents and it will zoom it in nice full screen for you. Then what we're going to do is you're going to take a screenshot of this while it's as big as possible. So that screenshot on a Mac is going to be Command Shift 4. On a PC, you're going to come down to the start window and find the snipping tool to make your screenshot of this drawing. So for the Mac user, we'll show you that real quick here. The Mac user is going to be a Command Shift 4 all at the same time. And then we can take this little crosshair that's now our cursor and drag a box around what we want to print now, or what we want to screenshot. So we want to stay as close to the numbers and stuff like this 30 here. I'd want to be as close to that as I can. I wouldn't want to be way out here because that's going to make it more difficult to print a big picture from our printings, because it's going to want to zoom out so that whole white space fits on your piece of paper. So screenshot as close as you can to the dimensions and labelings, but make sure you don't cut them off. All right, and then let go and it screenshots. All right, to show you on a PC how to do the screenshot, we have our drawing here. We're zoomed in as big as possible. Now you may want to correct a few things at this point. Maybe you need to move this center rail or that dimension so that they're not overlapping. So when we get this image, it's going to be a nice crisp image. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come down here to the little Windows menu, and we're going to click on that, and we're looking for snipping, so SINIPPING, snipping tool. Click on that, and it's going to open up a little window here, and we're going to click new, and we're going to do a new image. And even though this display is in our way, that's fine. It's not going to take a picture of it. It's doing what's behind there. But again, we do want to capture all of our image. So we don't want to necessarily do that one because we cut off the style. So I'm going to click new again. And I'm going to come over just a little bit further and try to capture my whole document. And there it is. So once I've screenshotted what I want, then you need to save it. So you're going to save it somewhere you can find it, downloads, desktop, somewhere. I would select that file so you can put it where you would like to. And then you can name it what you would like. Front view, screenshot or something, so you can identify it later on. So that's the only difference between doing a screenshot on a Mac and a PC. On the Mac, you're going to use Command Shift 4. On the PC, you are going to use the snipping tool. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to be zoomed way out. You can see that my text starts to overlap each other. And if you screenshot from this position way out here, what's going to happen is when you bring this into the document and stretch it to be full screen, it's going to be very pixelated on you and not going to print very well. So you're going to go out to Google Classroom and find where the information for printing your document, and you'll have a document all set up that's for your printing. And you're going to come in here and you're going to paste each view in here, or insert each view. So we're going to have one big running document with all of your plans. So this is going to be my front view, so I can label each view. And then I'm going to go out and find the image. I'm going to upload it from my computer because I screenshot it. When I screenshot it, it saves it to my desktop. And so I'm going to find the appropriate one there. And I'm going to import both of these. One was the small one and one was the big one. Just to take a look here. So you can see my big one brought in nice full screen, almost the full page there. So it's nice and centered on there. So front view, and you would have then your front front view on there, and you can see how nice and big that is. Everything's legible. Now, if we come down here to our small one and we stretch this small one bigger, what's going to happen is that all the text is still overlapping from when it was shrunk down. Plus, then it's kind of almost hard to look at. It's blurry. The text is not nice and crisp because we've stretched it bigger, and it's not really in focus anymore. So we don't want to be zoomed in far away. We don't want to be zoomed out, sorry, I should say, far away when you take your screenshot. We want to be as full screen as possible. And so it's nice and crisp like this one. And then what you're going to do after you have your front view, then you would come to your next view. We would go to the next page here, and maybe this is going to be my side view. And you would go out to your Sketchup where you were drawing, and you would take another screenshot of that view. And we're going to compile all of your different plan views together so that you can print this off more easily. And then when you're all ready, this document can be, you can hook your computer up to the printer in the room, and you can print right from this document, and it's going to print out one bundle of plans for you, and then you can go work off of that set of plans. So to put all your plans together, again, we're going to be using this document set up for you here. You're going to insert all of your different screenshots. And of course, you're not going to screenshot until each and every one of your documents or views is checked off. So don't screenshot and put it in here until your teacher has looked at it, has given you the okay that it's done 100% good, and then you can screenshot it and start compiling your different views. So once we have all of your plans posted in our document that we have in Google Classroom, you can then get ready to actually print this. So you might be able to hook this up directly and print right from the web-based Google Docs here, or you might actually have to download this. So once all your pictures are in here and set up, you can just go File, Download. The easiest is going to be as a PDF. And when you download it as a PDF, it's going to prompt you to save it just like any other document that you download. It's going to put it in the downloads portion of your folder. And now you can either open it, or you can have you show it in the folder that it's in. I would just open it, and then now you should be able to print right from here from your computer, because this is no longer web-based, and it should print right on your local printer for you once you hook up either hardwire or over the wireless network if you're hooked up that way. Now, when it comes to printing your actual cut list and cost form here, these two are going to be printed. We're not going to screenshot these. They should print very nicely from the Google Docs that we have here. So again, you may not be able to necessarily print right from Google Docs, depending on how your computer is configured. You might actually have to file, download as a PDF or whatever, and then it's going to kick it out in a nice printable form for you. So your cost form and cut lists do not need to be screenshotted. Those are going to print very nice once you have your name and all your data entered, and then configured out how much you're using there, and you can print right from there. So if you have any questions on how to complete this process, talk to your instructor. They're going to give you the help that you need so we can get these items printed. Again, then you can just take this paper copy around the shop, and if you ever lose it, you can easily print off a new set of plans, and that way, we're not carrying a computer around or electronic device that could get damaged.